Um, Welcome to a stream. It's not a normal GD stream. It's gonna be me ranking all of the top 50 demons onto a tier list. On a Google Doc sheet, because I don't have the mental capacity or anything to be able to do any of that, because I'm an idiot and I did this at literally the last second. What I'm using here to figure it out is I have a sheet of paper. So I'm going to try and split this up into two different, so we're going to have, we're gonna have the 0 or 1 to 25, the golden to generic wave, and then tomorrow we're gonna do 26 to 50, which is Sonic Wave to Factory Realm X. Yeah. It's gonna be cool. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm not gonna pretend like I can judge the gameplay of these, especially the top 25 demons. However, I'm judging the decoration, memorability, if it's like a sequel to something, does it hold up to the sequel? All that kind of stuff. Hello, Matt Kip. So we start off with the Golden by Bo, the number one demon, the true cream of the crop, the thing everyone wants to beat. Probably not everyone, I don't want to beat it. So the thing with the Golden is just, it's so weird. It's not even golden, first of all, which I guess makes sense. It's after El Dorado, which is the exact same way, to be honest. It looks, I mean, the way, I think it's pretty cool, like the way the wave looks and everything. Like watching it's pretty cool, but the decoration is very lackluster. But I kind of do like it. Ish. It has some stuff I like. I'd probably put it in like C tier, but because I actually do kind of like it, even though it looks pretty bad. So I'm gonna ask you guys, since I'm indecisive whether it's C or D tier worthy. So that's what it's gonna. Oh, the stream sideways. Lamau. Can I like port? Okay, does this work? Can you guys see it now? Like, well. Does that work? Okay, well. I'm just probably gonna put it in, I don't do it within tiers. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, because it's the hardest demon, but it's kind of charming. And, even though the deco's pretty So next up we have Tartarus by a bunch of 1.9 people. Tartarus has no charm, and it has pretty much the same type of deco, so I'm gonna easily go and say that it's like E tier. It's just a hard level. That's the only way I can really describe Tartarus. Alright, next up we have Zodiac by Xander and a bunch of other people. And Zodiac is really cool, I think. I think it's definitely one of the better top 10s. I like the song, especially. Sphere is a pretty good song. I'm probably gonna... I'm either gonna put an A or B, I think. I think it deserves B more, because it isn't it's not very memorable in my opinion. Like, I mean, I can... Like, the only memorable part is the ending because so many people died there. And because I hate those... but anyways. Blood One says A tier. I don't know. I don't think it's that memorable. I think it deserves B, but I'm gonna go with the flow, I guess. Kenos. Kinos, whatever. That is... Let me give you a sneak peek. They're gonna get... Kenos and Bloodlust are going in the same exact spot, which is gonna be... Well, actually, no. I think Bloodlust is gonna go C tier. But Kenos is going D tier. Nah. I don't like it. It's way too boring. It's just a generic Red Hat level. That's the only thing that I can describe it as. Okay. Next up we have, Thinking Space, which is easily F tier. I don't think anyone's gonna dispute that this deserves F tier. It's pretty bad. 1 second. I don't think it doesn't have any charm with me. It just looks like a challenge turned into a level. So I'm keeping it an F, I'm sorry. Next up we have Crimson Planet, by True Omega and others. It's, I don't know. It doesn't really have much charm with me. I'd say C, probably, because the deco is okay, but... I don't know. I think it definitely deserves C, at least, but... Nah, I disagree. I think it deserves C tier, even though it's not the best, it's definitely not on the worst side. So I'm putting it with the golden. Next up we have Renovant, which is going to be the hottest take you're going to see me give, because Renovant is S tier for me. And here's why. Renovant is, it takes the part of Allegiance that I love the most, which is the drop section, and it turns it into, like, an entire, 1 minute part. And while you might say that gets boring, I honestly love it, and I'd love to see it in a full level, and Renovant does that, and that's why I like it so much. I know it's outdated, I know all that, but it's charming, I love it, I don't care what you say, Renovant is S tier, 100%. Next up is Cognition by and Level and People. Cognition is okay. I like it. It's pretty cool. The song's interesting. That's all I can really say about Cognition, to be fair. I'm gonna put it in B tier because I like it, kind of. Anyways, next up is Bloodlust by Mannix and People. It's okay. It's alright. I explained it above, Darvin. I knew this would be a hot take. But I don't care. It's S tier for me. I'm not stepping down. Renovant is one of my favorite extreme demons. I'm sorry. That's the end of the discussion. Bloodlust is I'd say B tier. Just because of how memorable it is. I mean, the deco's good too, but the memorability truly does push it to B, in my opinion. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's okay. Next up is Calculator Core. I'd say that deserves A tier, maybe S tier. But, I really like the song. I really think that an Artificial Ideology remake was really cool. I never thought it would be cool until I saw the real level itself. And it kind of grew on me, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna say, A tier. That's what I say anyways. I don't know what you guys want. I think it's definitely A tier or S tier. If you guys say, if there's like an overwhelming amount of people that say it's S, then it's going in S, but I think it's A tier right now. Next up is Lucid Nightmares by Whooshy. All I can say is that I don't remember much from it. It was just boring and didn't really affect me that much, so therefore I'm putting it D tier. Things I don't remember very well, I'm automatically putting in D tier. Next up is Demos by Npesta. Let me say this. The only part I like about Demos is Bold Step's part. Everything else is garbage in my opinion. Although, I guess I gotta hand it to Hexhammer, she did change that ball section from looking like the worst, most appalling thing I've ever seen from Phobos, into something that's at least semi-tolerable. Apparently this level was made to be finished within a day, so the creators only got like an hour to make shit. So that's why it looks so terrible. And while I feel bad for those creators, that still doesn't change my opinion that Demos is definitely D tier, or F tier. I mean, oh, there we go. Next up is Arctic Lights by End Level. Arctic Lights is okay. It's another Circles level, but I like it. I know people hate it, but I like it. I don't know, that's all I can really say. I like Arctic Lights. It's going in B tier. Arctic Lights E. I don't know, this is like the middle ground. B between, oh wait, the middle ground would be C. I don't know, I'll put it in B because I like it. I don't really. I think it's pretty okay. It's better than the average level in my opinion, which is C tier, which is what the Gold and Crimson Planet are. Next up is Ragnarok by Noble Boy. It's a purple level that I don't remember much about. I do remember that it has this weird face in it, and I remember that the ending killed people. Okay, cool. Ragnarok is C tier. Is that fine with you guys? I don't know. There's not much I remember about this level. But it's okay, I guess. It has decent deco from what I remember. Next up is Kawareta by Shuri and people, and that level is an immediate E tier. Kawareta has some of the worst, or actually wait, no, that's not fair. I'm putting it in D tier. Kawareta has some of the worst deco I've seen in a rated level. Besides, like, things like conical depression and stuff. It just looks so fucking ugly. I can't stand how awful it looks. However, the song's good, and it's a medium level, so I don't have to deal with it for that long, so I'll put it in D. Visible Ray is a level that exists. I can't really... Yeah, that's the weird thing about Kawareta. You either hate it or you don't like it. Or you either hate or you like it. And honestly, it's alright. I don't know. I don't like the looks at all, but the song's okay. Well, there's no way... fine. Alright, I'm not putting it in A tier, but I'm gonna move it up to S tier just because you said you like it semi. I'm gonna appease the crowd right here. Kawareta. Fuck, I can't spell. Okay. See. Visible Ray, I don't remember much about it, except It's just the most boring thing I've ever seen, I think. So, automatically it goes in D tier with Lucid Nightmares. I'm not gonna lie, the next one is Aronia, and I don't think I've seen it before today. It's a level by a hacker, Exum. I don't know, it was okay. I guess I'll put it in C tier. It's the most, like, average thing I've ever seen. Aronia. Alright, the Yandere by People. I like it. F. Alright, I'll move it down one. I really didn't care too much about it. Why does everyone say to put it in E? I think the Yandere looks pretty good. I was gonna put it in B. You guys are like trying to crucify it or some shit. It looks good. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm putting it in B tier. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Alright, next up is Aquatic Auroras. Another generic NC demon from 2.1. It was made after, like, Battleship Vortex, like a long time after. It uses Head Rush, which is good, but it uses the bad parts, so it doesn't save it at all. It's going E tier. End of discussion. Plasma Pulse Finale by Gyron and Smoke. I like it. I think it's better decorated than everything else. I think it's my favorite Plasma Pulse level, and I think it definitely deserves A tier. C tier? No, it looks good. PPF is awesome. Next up we have Ouroboros. The Viprin level that everyone loves so very much. And it's okay. I like it. It's alright. I guess I'll put it here because everyone likes it so much. But to be fair, if it wasn't so liked, I'd probably put it in A tier. Ouroboros is okay. That's all I can really say. Everyone else likes it, and I feel like if I was to put it in A tier, then I'd get, like, crucified or something. So, I'd rather not have that happen to me, thank you. Next up is Hyperparacosm by, End Level Again. Arctic Lights is definitely better, is all I can really say. I'm putting it in E tier. No, wait, no, that's not fair. It's okay. It's not the worst, but it's okay. That's true. I'm appealing this to A tier. Okay, next up is Sigma, which is, it's not better than Gamma in my opinion, it's okay. I'm putting it in B tier. E tier? I don't think Sigma deserves E tier. It's okay, but it's not that bad. You think that Sigma's as bad as Tartarus and Aquatic Auroras, really? You think it's worse than Hyperparacosm? Ouroboros? Oh. Is it? Bruh. Oh, Hyperparacosm. Oh. Nah, Hyperparacosm's okay. It's better than Aquatic Auroras, and it came a lot earlier. So I said Sigma, that's B. Gamma, that's A. Gamma's pretty good from what I remembered. What? Why? I don't know how to spell. That? Ouroboros. Oh. Wait, you don't... What? Oh, fuck. That? Okay. That's needlessly complicated. Oh, I spelled that right on my paper. I just didn't write it down correctly. Okay. Cool. Jesus. Next up is Generic Wave, which... It's okay, I guess. It's a level that exists. It's better than Sonic Wave, but that's not saying much. I'm putting it in a C tier. No. Maybe D tier. I don't know. It's hard. This one's hard to place. If there was like an in-between C and D, then I would definitely put this there. But I'm kind. So I'm putting Generic Wave in front. I'm a kind person. Yeah, SW is definitely... That's the next level. It's Sonic Wave. It's based off of the... It doesn't do anything else to the Circles franchise. It just makes a hard level that's from 1.9. However, that's nothing new! So who cares, right? Alright, next up. We have Spectrum Cyclone. That's by, that Temp, right? I think. It's been a while since I watched Spectrum Cyclone. I'm probably gonna say, like, I don't know. A. It's been a while since I've seen it. You guys decide. I haven't seen Spectrum Cyclone in, like, forever, it feels like. Or either that, I don't remember it. But you know what that means if I don't remember it? That means Spectrum Cyclone is here. Spectrum Cyclone B? Okay. I put Gamma above Sigma because, I like Gamma more. It feels cooler to me. Next up we have Macabre. Macabre is something. It's okay. I'm keeping it in B because I don't remember it well. And automatically that means I should keep it in D, but because you guys say it's good, I'm keeping it there. Macabre is A tier. No? Oh. Maybe I'm not remembering it right. You're saying F, you're saying D, I'll put it in between at E. Okay. Next up is Spatial Rend. I'm putting that in S tier because I like Spatial Rend a lot, actually. I'm not judging gameplay, so I'm not... So whatever you say, I'm not judging gameplay. So Spatial Rend is S tier. Apparently it's a bad level gameplay-wise, but I don't care. It's memorable. It uses the second half of electrodynamics, which is one of my favorite parts of a song. And the deco's amazing. So therefore, Spatial Rend is S tier. Hot take number 2 of the day. And now we have Yatagarasu, which is another red demon. Yeah, I thought Macabre was better than that. Maybe I'll put it higher or something. Maybe I'll put it in like D tier, since the other guy hates it so much. Yatagarasu is C tier. No, B tier. I actually like Yatagarasu, not gonna lie. I feel like it's overhated. Necromancer by Riot. It's a remake of Necropolis, and it makes it worse. The deco looks horrible. I'm putting it in E tier. There's nothing original about it. The only thing that's memorable is how fucking difficult it is. So, therefore, Necromancer is A tier for me. Deco doesn't resonate. It just looks like Necropolix, but worse. And that's pretty bad, because I'm pretty sure Necropolix was early 2.1, and then this is like, came out in mid 2.1. And it looks worse. And it's a Necropolis remake, which in itself is pretty blah. Feels like there's too many of those. Titan Complex by, I think, TC Team or something. It was verified by someone. And Brandon Larkin beat it, and I watched that, and that was cool, I guess. It's, I like the song. I like how interesting the gameplay looks. I can't judge the gameplay and how fun it is, but it was interesting to watch. So Titan Complex gets A, yeah. I agree. I feel like people hate it, but I kind of like it. Next up, we have WoW by, I think Gempesta verified that? Or was that Golden? No, Golden verified Freedom Away. I think Gempesta verified WoW. Wow. WoW is C tier. No, B tier. I'm saying it's B tier because I like giving levels the benefit of the doubt. It's not average, because it's how memorable it is, but there's nothing special about it. Next up we have Erebus. No, it's B tier for me, because it's interesting, and therefore I put it there. Erebus, if it was made, okay, listen to me. If it was released in 2.0 like that, I'd forgive all of its sins, but it was made in 2.1, and it's so ugly looking that I can only give it E tier. No, that's not fair. I actually like Erebus. I feel like I'm over-hating it right now. I do like Erebus, but at the same time, I can't forgive it for that. I don't know. Damn it. I'll have to put it in E tier, because I'm feeling kind today. Next up is, I don't know. Was it? Devil Vortex is up next. An Extreme Demon that was made by Rustam and someone else, and then, Tosh Deluxe hacked it. It's... Devil Vortex is B tier, and I'll tell you exactly why. While apparently the gameplay is the worst, and while someone did hack it, that doesn't take away that it actually looks decent, and it is very memorable. If not for the controversy, then just because it has some interesting stuff in it. So therefore, I put Devil Vortex in B tier. It's like the red version of Erebus, but better. And I feel like just calling it bad for being red is, like, a very bad argument to have. Next up is EXO by Carmel, or Kramal, or Crazy Man 50, or whatever the fuck you call him. EXO is... I would put it in F tier, but I'm putting it in E tier because it's interesting. Next up is Dark Flare by People. I like Dark Flare, not gonna lie. I honestly love the song. It looks interesting, it's memorable. So I'm putting it in, I think I'm putting it in A tier. Next up is Celestial Force, the hardest the highest mobile demon on Pointer Crate. Bloodbath is technically the harder, but Celestial Force is higher on Pointer Crate than Bloodbath anyways. It's a dual level, it's okay. I don't care. It's alright. Probably gonna put it in A tier because people like it. Personally, I'd put it in B tier, but I don't really care that much. People seem to like it, so I'm gonna move in the middle to A tier. Next up is Omega by People Again. Omega is A tier. It's better than Sigma, and it's around the same as Gamma, which is nice. It's good that it came back from that. It has Doctore, which is apparently the hardest part in any Extreme Demon, like Mega Collab part. Apparently, that's what I've heard. Next up is Step to Hell. I like Step to Hell. It's charming, but it's not good. But because I think it's okay, I'm gonna put it at the very average of C tier. Sorry, Step to Hell. You secretly are one of my favorites, but I can't put you any higher. It's not fair. I like Step to Hell. Next up is Zafkiel, by a hacker in Darwin. And Zafkiel's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Yeah. While I would argue for S tier, it never really stuck with me. It looks awesome, but it never really truly stuck to me like Spatial Ren did. Or Renevant. Digital Descent. I'm gonna give a pretty hot take right now. I actually don't like this Digital Descent that much, so I'm putting it in a B. It's definitely a good level. I just don't like it. It's not the level. It's just that I don't feel like it lived up to Artificial Ascent, sadly. And for that, I don't really like it that much. But it is, standing on its own, it is a good level, but because I'm comparing it to Artificial Ascent in my head, I can't get it out. Sunset Sandstorm by Kron44. I think that's his name. Yeah, I was talking about that in the server. Sunset Sandstorm is S tier. It uses some of the most unique stuff I've ever seen. Even if apparently the gameplay is bad, it looks interesting. The deco is amazing. Sunset is S tier. I can't get over how good it looks. Nah, I think Sunset Sandstorm definitely deserves S. If not S, then A tier, but definitely S tier in my opinion. Next up is, if we are ranking Glide, probably A tier. I like Sunset Sandstorm more. Paroxysm by Lemons. I love Paroxysm. It's really cool looking. The colors, although they're experimental, they look fantastic. Paroxysm goes in S tier. Tapwreck by Mr. Lorenzo. Lorenzo, Jesus. We're nearing the end, guys. We're almost there. It looks awesome, alright? I'm not ranking it on the gameplay. I'm ranking it on the memorability, how interesting it looks, how good the deco is, and if we're judging it like that, Paroxysm is S for me. Tapwreck by Mr. Lorenzo. It puts a cool thing, and I kind of like it. It looks interesting. I'm putting it in A tier. Arso Wreck. Arsonist Wreck. Alright, that's Tapwreck. Why is Demos F then? Because it looks awful. It looks fucking awful. Freedom 08 gets boring fast, but the deco's good, so therefore I'm putting it in B tier. Demos is garbage. Just looking at it. Cadraga City. It doesn't look great, but it uses Time Machine, which is a cool song. And it's interesting. So therefore I put it in B tier. Next up is Stalemate Redux. Stalemate Redux is my favorite extreme demon, so therefore, I know I said I'm not going to put it in front of anything else, but I'm putting Stalemate Redux in front of everything else because I love it so much. Stalemate Redux is awesome. It's honestly, it uses a really epic song and the best part of that song. It's a remake of my favorite level in the fucking game. So therefore, Stalemate Redux is S tier, top of the line, my favorite extreme demon, no questions asked, we're done. Next up is Catalyze. That's the remake of Zafkiel. And it looks pretty good, not as good as the original, therefore it goes in B tier. Next up, we have Factory Realm X by Help Pegasus and other people. Factory Realm X is cool. I don't remember too much about it. It's just kind of eh. I don't know where to put Factory Realm X. I'd probably put it in C, but I'm not sure. It seems like a pretty decent level, though. What do you guys say? I don't really have much of an opinion on Factory Realm X. It's honestly one of the more forgettable ones on there. Nothing? Alright. I'm gonna put it in C tier then. That concludes the top 50 Extreme Demons ranked. This is my opinion on the top 50. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. I kind of like it, though, a little bit, so I had it on the average side. Thanks for joining. Tomorrow I'll probably do 51 to 100, which includes levels like Demonic Hat, and others. Anoxism, I think, is still on there. And maybe SPL, I don't quite remember. If you have any any extreme disagreements with this list, feel free to tell me that once this stream's over. Like, put it down in the comments or whatever. Or anything. This is based on my opinion with the help of y'all. So thanks for watching.